What is up, y'all? It's your boy Winston Wolf. I'm back. I just want to do a quick video. So let's talk about Marvel What If Episode 5 Zombies. Now, ever since they announced the Marvel Disney Plus stuff, this is one of the things I was most hyped about because you saw that picture of Captain America as a zombie. You've seen the picture a million times since then. So I was hyped about it, but then, ever since Endgame, Marvel has burned us. Like a STD victim, RP is straight fire because of them tramping around, being a slutty cheap hole in a back alley behind a dumpster. Marvel has stabbed us in the back. At least me. If you guys have low standards, hey, by all means, more power to you. Enjoy all these BS shows they've been putting on Disney Plus. But to me, I feel straight up, like I said, betrayed, backstabbed, because I've spent, just like many of you, tons of money on this franchise, watching the movies, the Blu-rays, the merch, all that, and so they have you hook, line, and sinker. They have your trust, but then to turn around and do this straight up 180, this straight up about face, and just hit us with all this agenda-driven programming, and it's not even well written. It's just straight up trash. So I'm going to say this about, because of all that, watching the episode wasn't bad, but it wasn't good to me. The reason it wasn't good is because I was waiting for the other shoe to drop because of all the stuff that I mentioned before. I'm just waiting for that huge, extremely whack moment to happen so I can be like, yup, here they go, they did it again. The bad thing about this episode, I think, is just the writing was okay, and the fact that they tried to fit way too many characters in there. Because obviously they had these people under contract where they had to do the voices, so they want to use them, especially since the fact that they don't have Robert Downey and a couple other people. They want to fit these other people. But the problem is, did anybody want to see Sharon Carter in a Marvel Zombies story at all? Episode, anything? No. Did anybody want to see, I know they have fans, but Black Panther's, what's her name? The Dora something. But really, did anybody want to... if you could sit there and be like, okay, we're going to do Marvel Zombies. What are the characters you want to see who don't turn into zombies that are going to be the focus of the story? Would Sharon Carter be one of those people? Would the bald chick from Walking Dead, would she be one of those people? Would the dude, Polka Dot Man, I think that's who it is, the guy with the shirt, I'm talking about. Why is he in there? Why is he in there? Because he actually signed a contract where he could do the voices. That was how you made your decisions, how you justified this. It's just, if they're in a contract, cool, let's just throw them in there. No. You straight up ruined a large part of the story. And I understand you needed bodies to, take out. That's fine. But you could have had awesome characters up until then, awesome story up until then. But instead, you got these nothing characters. These these side dish characters. They're not... So anyways, but I assume you've watched the episode, and the end gives me hope because you see Thanos. Thanos is a zombie. He has a horde of zombies around him. I assume he has control of them because he has the Infinity Gauntlet. He has 4 of the stones, 5 of the stones. What is it, 6 stones? I don't know. He has all the stones except for the yellow stone, which Peter Parker has, I believe. So they end it with a kind of a cliffhanger. You're not really hanging on a cliff. You're just like, oh, what's going to happen next? So hopefully they do something with that. But like I said, it's still not going to have the impact because this first episode just wasn't... It was just there. I don't know. And then there's some choices like... Okay, in the comic book, the Wasp, her head is in the jar. But then they had Ant-Man's head in the jar. And I'm like, why? But I understand. They wanted to have, what's his name? Oh my God, the dude from Clueless that plays Ant-Man. They wanted him to get his little jokes and all that kind of stuff off. That's great, I guess. But as a fan, I didn't want that. I wish we could get, when it's something like that, I would like, and even though how it ends, I would like a faithful, adaptation of it. Or adaptation. However you want to say it. Tomato. But hopefully with Multiverse of Madness, because that's been my prediction since day one with Multiverse of Madness, that we're going to see one of the multiverses that are Marvel Zombies. And hopefully it's not just a quick, and I know it's going to be 5 seconds, 6 seconds long. I know it's going to be that long. But, man, if they could make it maybe like a good 10-minute scene where they get stuck there, stranded there for a second or something, just that would make up for this lackluster episode. Straight up. And hopefully maybe one day Marvel can do kind of like how DC wants to do like the DC Black Label type of thing where they want to do origins of all the villains in the vein of Joker. I kind of wish Marvel would do something like that, like how Marvel did Marvel Knights. And do, you know, like a straight up like Running Man type of movie about Deathlock. Do a sick ass Punisher movie. And do Marvel Zombies. Do it right. Do it faithful to the comic. Because that's straight up, that's one of the few things that I've enjoyed comic wise in the last maybe 10 years. So before I keep rambling, this is your boy Winston Wolf. Marvel What If Episode 5 Marvel Zombies. 1 to 10 dog bones. 4. I'll give it a 4. This is your boy Winston Wolf. I'm out.